What's up, guys? It's Rick here again, and today I'll bring you something really special. A new series on the channel, which, as you saw by the title, is Road to NM. NM stands for National Master, and yeah, I'll take you through my journey of being unrated to hopefully a few years from now get the National Master title in chess. So let's get right into it. So, as you can see on the screen, um, I am facing Antonio Curado, which is a player from Beira-Mar, which is a club here in Portugal. We are playing the chess national league. Like it's just like a the Premier League in football for chess, but like it's the third division of the national chess league thing. You get the gist. It's basically a team tournament where you play people from your division, and whoever finished first in the division goes to the second division in this case, and whoever finished last gets out of the third division and goes to the district thing, and the rest just stay on the third division. So yeah, this is the first match of this division. It was played last Saturday, and I'm gonna take you through the game and through my thoughts, and we'll analyze it together. And I hopefully you'll find this fun, and yeah, it's just this was inspired by the YouTube channel like Gotham Chess and also Engin Pons, two of my favorite YouTubers. So yeah, I'm gonna do my series on my own, and hopefully you guys will like it. And okay, let's start. So let's invert the board because I played with black pieces. My opponent was white. I prepared, so I didn't know what he was gonna play, but I had prepared for both e4, c4, and d4, b3, whatever, knight f3, all those things I had prepared. So my opponent starts with e4. I respond with a Caro-Kann, so pretty simple so far. This is the standard position of the Caro-Kann, and I was prepared here for knight c3, uh, knight f3, takes c4, push, whatever. So he did the advanced Caro-Kann, and I played bishop f5. So he went for knight f3, one of the main lines of the advanced Caro-Kann, e6, bishop e2. So I think this is literally the main line, and I played c5, he played c3, and I played knight c6. So everything here so far is standard, but after castles, I was a bit on my own, not gonna lie. I prepared a lot, but sometimes when you prepare a lot and you see a lot of variations, um, you kind of get confused in the match. And I knew the ideas more or less, so but yeah, I didn't know the exact theory. I didn't even know if c5 knight c6 and like c3 castles is the exact theory, but whatever. It's a chess game. Let's go. It doesn't really matter at this level, at least. So I played h6 here, which the computer. I mean, the computer like doesn't hate it, but also doesn't like it. The computer here wants a6, which honestly I don't understand, and wants cd4, which I understand. But yeah, I played h6, and my idea with h6 was very simple. In the future, I wanted to develop my knight to e7, and in the case that I didn't play h6, my opponent had a knight h4, and he would win my bishop. Because no matter, I only can go here if I didn't play h6, and he would take it. And, I mean, it's not the ideal thing. I want to keep my bishop, my light square bishop, to oppose this one. Because, yeah, this is normally one of white's strongest pieces, and this is one that I want to trade it for, but whatever. So here he played a3, which is very passive, and this reminds me of like French positions, but it's kind of weird because this is not French. It's kind of different. Here, I played CD4 because my idea is very simple. I want to develop the knight to E7 and then to F5. And if I played knight G7 here, it would probably take in. And even though I could play just knight G6 or knight F5 later and regain this pawn, I didn't really like the idea that he could just overwhelm me with those pawns. So simple, CD4, CD4, and now knight G7. So this is my plan so far. I didn't spend that much time on the clock. He spent a little bit more. I think he really had no idea what to play against the advanced Karukan, which is kind of weird because he went for it. But whatever. I mean, it happens. So bishop b3, pretty standard. Um, yeah, bishop h7. The idea stands the same. Knight c3, knight f5. And here he played a move that I thought that was bad. I really thought this move was bad. And he played bishop d3. And the engine actually thinks that bishop d3 is okay, it's fine. The engine is so weird. He would play bishop c1 like um, as the one of the best moves, and that's just not human. But yeah, he played bishop d3, and here I was like, God damn, he wants to give me the two bishops for absolutely nothing, and like I thought that it was very weird this move because like he developed the bishop to e2 just to then develop to d3 and trade it like that. I mean, I was like, damn. Um, so yeah, here I thought like, is this a blunder by my opponent? Like I can just take on e3 and then take on d3 because yeah, he has to take my knight because I'm attacking the queen and the rook, and then I can take the bishop, and so I thought like for 2 minutes, and I took, which is it's a mistake. It's definitely a mistake. It's definitely a bad move, and I would say like, spoiler alert, this is probably my worst move of the game, which is not that bad because it's only like, I mean, the position here was completely equal, okay? Like 0 0 0s. And after this it's plus point 6 to white, so yeah, it's a bad move. It's an error, definitely. Um it's probably an error. It's not a blunder, but it's an error for sure. And here, I mean, I just thought that I had to take, honestly. But of course, better would be to just develop the bishop to e7 because it is really not threatening anything, and I could just castle after. And I mean, yeah, it's better than what I did. Honestly, here, thinking about it, I don't know what I was scared for. I just didn't really think through. I just thought that it would be a blunder, like bishop d3, but it wasn't actually. Uh, so yeah, I did a mistake. So let's go. And also, I thought like, okay, this is the position that we got, and I honestly, this is move. Let me see. This is move 14, and here I thought, I mean, these double pawns are weak. And I just have a nice position. I'm just gonna play bishop e7. That's what I did, and castle next, and I'll be fine. And here I was like, wait, oh my god, I'm screwed. Why, you might ask? Try to find the move, the best move for white that I was scared of that he played. Is the best move for white, and I was very scared of this. Um, Actually, it is the second best move, but yeah, it's almost the best move by the engine, Stockfish. And I didn't see this while calculating the line, and this is very scary. And the move is e4 actually. The move is e4, and e4 here would be very scary for me to face. Honestly, I was very scared of e4 because e4 is such a strong move. Um, and I mean, it's only point 0.5 plus point 0.5, but still it's very annoying to deal with this because, I mean, I have to take. There's no good move besides taking. Like, if I play, like, taking is the best move, of course, like, and just then I just was scared because I was like, okay, he takes with a knight, then he has all these squares, like he's controlling a lot of squares. He got rid of the double pawns as well, so he got rid of the double pawns here, and I mean I'm still not castled. He can, in some positions, he can even like threaten d5, rook d1, d5, and I mean here I'm just getting it's getting scary for me, honestly. It's getting very scary without castle, and he has strong center, active pieces, way more active than mine, and scary. But yeah, like if I do like, I don't know, let's say queen d7, which is the second best move here. I mean, it just takes, and I have to take, and this is scary, man. This e6. I mean, just look at my position. Like, I'm yet not castle. He's way more active. He has a better center, honestly. Like, it's just crazy. So I was really nervous. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna play for it. He's gonna play for it, and I'll have to take, and then I'll have to think about it. But then he played a very bad move, in my opinion. He played rook f2, and I was like, what? Rook f2? And even after the game, I was like, dude, I was talking to him. I was like, dude, I was really scared of you playing e4 there. Like, you had to play e4. And he was like, no, no, e4 is not good because then d4 is weak. And I'm like, I didn't try to argue because, of course, like, people look at me and they see, okay, he's zero elo, like, he doesn't know. It's YouTube, so I shouldn't curse. So he doesn't know much, and and that's not the case. And yeah, it doesn't matter that d4 is weak if am still not castle, and I have no pressure against it. It's really good here to get rid of the double pawns and just open up the position while my king is in the middle. But whatever, I like whatever. Um, whatever. I'm not the type to be trying to win arguments in analyzing chess. I mean, I will analyze it on my own. I just castled, and pretty standard. I mean, I'm not afraid of rook f2. Rook f2 is such a waste of time. Like it's such a bad move. But yeah. Then he played knight e2, which I thought, okay, he's trying to reroute to g3, and he's gonna try to make something here on the king side. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to win the queen side and then stabilize and defend on the king side. So actually, I didn't see that. I didn't really see. I didn't really think through, honestly. Is I was more worried about my plans than his. But yeah, I mean, after the game, he told me that he wanted to put a 9 on h5, which is very very nice. I can't really push g6 because then h6 is very weak and all my dark squares are a bit weak. But yeah. So here, I think it was one of my longest things. I took like at least probably 10 minutes of my clock on this move because I knew this was a critical position, and I had to find a really good move here. And I was thinking, okay, I definitely have to do something against these pawns, right? I definitely have to do something against these pawns, and develop my pieces somehow. And so after a lot of thinking, I played knight a5, which seems like a weird move because just knights on the rim are dim. But this move had the purpose of going to c4. Of course, I also thought of queen b6 first, but here I didn't really like the fact that he could just play b4, because if I went queen b6, he could go b4, and then I thought I no longer have knight a5 to c4. Although maybe with a5, but then he pushes b5, and I have to go back with my knights. So I didn't really like this. So I thought like the really best move would be to play knight a5 straight away. And the engine says that knight a5 is it's the third best move or the second best move, and all the moves that I said, queen b6, knight a5, and I also was thinking of rook c8 were all the best moves in the engine. So there's also not many moves in this position, so it's not that difficult to find one of those because there's literally nothing to do else. So I played knight a5, and here he played knight d2, which honestly, for me, psychological seeing this move psychologically was very nice because he was definitely reacting to my threats more so than creating his own threats, and I felt in control honestly after knight d2 mentally, and here the engine already says that I'm a tiny bit better. So we went from being zero point 0.6 in disadvantage to being 0.3, which is it's a slight advantage, very small, but it's an advantage. Here I play rook c8, so my idea is to control the open file and then develop my queen to b6. Here he played a rook f1, which I think is a really bad move because honestly the engine says it's the best move, but I really thought this was a bad move because it's just ignoring my threats of pressuring the queen side. And so I just went queen b6, and here I thought I was better already. Like I'm having a lot of pressure in this with these pawns. I have the open file. I mean, this attack, these rooks here are not scary at all because I mean I have a rook defending, and he doesn't have anything else here on the king side to attack me. So I mean, yeah, whatever. And here he played b4, which honestly I thought it was also bad. It's the best move in the engine. So, but the idea is that I get this outpost. But honestly, it's not bad because he already has a knight on d2 and he can take it whenever he wants. And here, I mean, here I started thinking. I mean, he played rook c1. I knew that he was nervous a lot. You know why? Because like he would stand up from his seat a lot, looking very stressed, and he going outside to smoke. And that's just a sign of being stressed and not confident at all. And here I knew I was better. I mean, I'm controlling the game. I'm dictating the pace. I have the initiative, and I have the pressure against his pawns and his queen side. And here the engine already says that I'm -1. So I'm clearly better. Like this is a -1 is a significant advantage. It's not winning, but it's definitely better without a question for black. Almost winning, close to almost winning. The engine, after thinking for a while, says -1.3. And here comes the title of the video. Comes the story of the title of the video. I had like 55 minutes on the clock, so a lot of time. It was a 90-minute plus 30 classic game, and he had like 45, so I had a 10-minute advantage on him, and he was kind of nervous. And here I was just thinking, like, I probably could get a draw here if I want to. And then I thought about, like, I'm gonna ask him for a draw in my next move. Like, I think that he will have to accept it because it's clearly worse. And I was like, if he doesn't accept it, I'll just play on I'm better. And he will think that I'm scared, and I'll just press. And that was my idea. But then I thought, like, bro, you are taking a draw in a better position. Like, dude, that's kind of weak. You shouldn't do that. And I already had a similar. This is not my first FIDE standard game. I had another tourney, but I didn't really cover it. It was in September, so this was my last game before I actually get uh, a rating, a real rating. And I knew like there was a game, my first ever game played classical. Like I was asking like 2 or 3 times for a draw against my opponent, and then from a total equal position. But I mean, he kept denying, and then he won the game. He grinded it out, and my dad was like, which is like my coach. It's not my chess coach, but it's my mental coach. My mental coach for chess competition. He said like, dude, Ricardo, you can't ever ask for a draw. That's just a sign of weakness, and it's true. I mean, asking for a draw, it's a sign of weakness. And my dad was like, it's a sign that you're just telling your opponent that you don't know what you're doing anymore, and you just want to draw because you don't think you can win, and that's true. And I knew that I shouldn't ask for a draw. So I mean, I kept going for a while. I took knight d2. Uh, he took with the queen. And here comes the biggest blunder of the game, actually. I said that the other knight takes e3 was the worst move of the game. This is probably the biggest blunder of the game, which is not a move. And yeah, I mean, I knew that I shouldn't ask for a draw, but I kept thinking about it, and I was scared that I would screw up this position, and I knew that he probably would accept a draw. I played the best move according to the engineer. I played Queen A6, and I mean, just look at this. I mean, open file pressure, pressure on A3. I mean, it's just whatever. I thought it told me that I would play Queen D2, which is it's probably close to winning for me after like something like Queen D3 here. I have so much pressure and stuff like that. It's still a game, but I asked for a draw after Queen A6, and he accepted like after probably like 30 seconds of thinking, and he was like, well, I was clearly worse. I mean, I had to take the draw, and I was like my justification for taking the draw was like, this bishop is bad. He's just looking at pawns and stuff like that, and I mean, that couldn't be. That is the worst evaluation of the position. This bishop is so strong. My pawns are on light squares, most of them, and this bishop, after I win these pawns, I have so much pressure against this, and this bishop is gonna become a monster on the dark squares. So this bishop is like probably my best piece. Of course, it doesn't look like it now, but as the game progresses, it will be a monster. And I have so much pressure, like I'm clearly pressing here, and I just took a draw because I was weak. I was weak mentally. I didn't believe in myself. Honestly, I have to be true. Very bad. Like I knew that I was playing. Also, the factor that I knew I was playing on the second board of the match. So there's four boards. The first board is the strongest. Second board is the second strongest, and it goes on like that. And yeah, I didn't know it was 1800, but I knew that it was at least 1700. So I knew it was strong, but it wasn't showing on the board. I clearly, but I just defeated myself. Honestly, this was the biggest blunder of the game because it went from -1. The computer says -1. It went from -1 to 0. It was the worst mistake of the game, and yeah, it's sad, but I learned a lesson from this. My team went on to lose the match. We lost 1.5 to 2.5. So yeah, my win here would mean that we would draw, which is unfortunate. I definitely uh, could try for it, and I probably would win. Honestly, the way that I was playing very solid. As you guys saw, I just made one mistake. The rest was pretty clean. And yeah, it's sad, but the thing with chess is that yeah, you learn with experience, and I learned that I can't offer draws. That's my conclusion. Like, I literally won't offer a draw in the next in all my chess career, probably. Honestly, one thing is taking a draw after your opponent asks for it and you analyze it well. Another thing is you asking for a draw. I'm not gonna ask for a draw again. Like, this was the worst mistake, and I'm never gonna be um fearful of losing from winning position. I just have to keep fighting, bro. I'm not gonna get national master if I just ask for draws against better players on winning positions. Like, if I wanna become national master, I have to fight all the matches, and I actually have to prove it. I can't just ask for draws, bro. It doesn't work like that. But I learned the lesson, and I made an agreement with my girlfriend also, that I can't really take draws. Otherwise, something that I don't like will happen in Kappa. And I also made an agreement with my dad that if I ever do this again, if I ever ask for a draw like this, he won't be giving me rights to the chess tournaments. He won't be, you know, supporting me in that way, that taking me to tournaments and stuff like that, which I highly appreciate. Thanks, Dad. But he won't do that again if I ask for a draw, because he said, "You're not listening to the coach. I can't be your coach and be your chess tournament partner if you keep asking for draws. Like, it's your last chance. You can't do that again." And I was like, "No." I actually suggested that to him, and he said, "Yeah, I agree with that. That's good." So yeah, guys, you won't see any draw offers from me. You might see draws that will happen probably, but you won't see draw offers from me. And yeah, that this was part one. So I ended up drawing against the 1800, which is a very good result, but with the context, I could do better. Here, I could just keep going, but whatever. It is what it is. You just learn. You just have to learn from it. And yeah, next match will be on the 5th of February, so I'll probably upload it a few days after. Stay tu- Stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's see if next time I can bring you guys a win in a longer match, because this was only 21 moves. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I would appreciate any feedback. Just tell me what you thought of this series, if you like it or you don't like it, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.